Okay, let me spray my room because the ambiance going. Okay, so I have a couple of things written down, so I'm just gonna be reading off a list. So yeah, one of the first things that I have is to clean your room and make sure that you have a clear space or space that fits your needs. If you have a room that's just chaotic and everything's like all over the place and not in a cute maximalist type of way, you're gonna be so lost. Especially if you're like me, I spend a lot of my time in my room, so if my room doesn't look how I want it to look, I'm just gonna be all over the place. So make sure your room looks good, but it's also clean. But even if you're a maximalist or a minimalist, like you can be a maximalist and stuff can be everywhere, but it's clean, you know? As long as things aren't dirty and clothes aren't on the floor and stuff like that, you're good. But just make sure you clean things up, you know? Clear space, clear mind. The next thing that I have up here is to make sure you use the things that you have. I know a lot of times when we go into the new year, people are like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this up, I'm gonna put this up. Oh, I don't use this, I'm gonna throw this away, I'm gonna throw this away. But I would say try to actually look at what you can use and try to use it. We are in a culture, especially with social media, don't look at this, but we're in a culture of overconsumption. I know a lot of people fall victim to that. I mean, you can look at all that, my bookshelf and everything, but overconsumption really isn't the best, especially if you're consuming things that are the same and the same and the same and the same and the same, and you're not really using them. So I go on like TikTok and shorts and stuff a lot, and I love content where people are like showing their little hauls or like doing these like ASMR type of things where they're showing you what they got and organizing what they have. But what I've noticed is that, I'm gonna do a separate video on it, I think, or talk about it in another video in more detail. But I've noticed that a lot of people just have stuff where it's like they have 50 lotions, 50 sanitizers, 50 this, 50 of that, 50 foundations. You don't need too much though, especially since some of these things expire. There are certain things that you don't need. Like in these videos, I see a lot of people that have like 20 things of lotions and they're buying more, but they're not even using their old ones. So when it comes to things like that, I know a lot of these hauls can look very interesting and like, ooh, I need this, I need this, I need to stock up. Like stocking up culture, crazy. But really think about what you need and notice that, oh, I already have this. I don't need too much. I don't need too much. And then keep what you have, use it. You might want to stack up a little bit, but do not go overboard. Trust me, you will drive yourself crazy, and literally just use what you have when it comes to a lot of things that can expire. I'm someone who loves notebooks and I would just buy them up. But for me, I already have a lot of notebooks. I do not need any more. I need to use what I have. Doesn't matter if there's a cute cover, just use what you have for a lot of things. Like if you love to write, but you have 20 notebooks, there's no need for a 21st. You are not 21 Savage. Why? You got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars. Also, when it comes to overconsumption, if you just save things that you have, you will also be saving money, which leads into the next topic, saving money. So for the new year, I know everybody's like, ooh, I want this, I want this, I want this. A lot of things that are on people's vision boards cost money. So what do you want to do? You want to save money. So come up with a plan. It can be whatever. You can tailor this to you, but come up with a saving plan for each month, each week, each day, whatever you want to do, and just save. And also, a lot of saving practices are also just better for you, because if you're saving from not eating out too much, a lot of times you're not going to be eating like over processed food. Like if you're saving on not going to this big drive-through chain to eat it constantly, you're saving money, but you're also creating better eating habits because you're not eating this over processed, overly fried food, especially if you're in America, because you know. Or you could create certain things where like every time you go into a store and you swipe your card, if it's asking for cash back, maybe just take out like $20 every time you go out, or whatever amount you think is necessary for you. And there are also like these little things that you can buy, which is, you might be like, that's counterintuitive, but no, they help. You can buy or create your own monthly saving plan where you save up this maybe each paycheck, each Friday, each this and that. So honestly, just look at what you can do and figure out what will be best for you. So save up for 2024. And on the topic of being productive, I would say trade your phone for your hobbies. And by this, I mean, if you're on your phone for like, I don't know, I'll just take my screen time, for example. It's really bad, but I'm on my phone for like at least 11 hours a day. But I noticed a lot of this stuff involves college too. But I noticed when I went back to school, or like when I'm at school, I have so many books. I have so many books with me. And I haven't read a lot. Like even the books I have here, I haven't read most of them. I've read like half of them, but I have so many. But I'm on my phone for like 11 hours a day. Sometimes I'm not actively on it, but still I'm on it, you know? So I would just say trade at least some of those hours or minutes or whatever for your hobbies. So I have a lot of hobbies, but I don't actively do a lot of them. I like to dance, I like to sew, I like to read, but a lot of times my phone gets in my way and I don't even feel that productive. So I would just say, if you want to be productive and happy, get that phone out your hand. You just have to. You have to get up and do something, because being on your phone, especially if you're in your room all day like me, you're going to be going through it. You're going to live the same day over and over again. You're on your phone for long amounts of time. No day is different. Every day is the same and everything's boring. So like, get off your phone. And even if you are on screens, change it up, you know, watch a movie every now and then. If you're on YouTube every day, try to switch that with sometimes YouTube, sometimes a movie, sometimes editing on my phone. Like, do different things on your phone and stuff. Do different things on your phone besides just going on social media. So even if you are using your phone a lot, try to switch it up. The next thing is to create a cute vision board. I would say create a vision board that, think of like big things that you want. Make sure the images go together and are something that you actively want to look at. So I remember I did a vision board, I think last year, and honestly, I did not like the way it looked. Like, the goals were cute. The goals were really cute, but it wasn't giving one aesthetic. And I'm not saying that it has to give one aesthetic, but think of your vision board as like a poster. Everything's supposed to look cohesive and everything's supposed to look like it goes together. So when you're doing your vision board, make sure you find pictures that actually look like they should go together. I feel like a lot of things that are on my vision board, and I feel like people don't talk about this, but they did not happen. Honestly, a lot of things just did not happen, which is okay. Some things did though, they did. But I didn't like the way my vision board looked, so I wasn't looking at it. I really was just like, hey girl. I was like, okay, I see you, but like not really. Like, I wasn't staring at her. Its vision is in the name. You need to stare at her. If you're not staring at her, what are you doing? But I wasn't staring at her because I was like, girl, I don't care. I really do not care for you. Create routines, do what's best for you, have fun, and yeah, just overall listen to yourself, look at your surroundings, analyze things, be critical, and do what you want, you know? So yeah, that was my video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.